Hello, good morning. Bright and sunny it is out there. Oh, ding dong. Bright and sunny it is out there for a change. Okay, so somebody asked me ages ago, what's a week in your life like? So let's begin. Today's Sunday and I just had a bath. No, I didn't. I had a shower. Must get used to saying that, mustn't I really? So I've just had a shower. So what I'm going to do first of all is go in the shower because I'm all dry. Let me turn you around. I'm all dry and clean and what have you, so I'm just going to go in there because I've left the windows open. So that's my bathroom door. I know. So I thought I'd show you. Somebody's left a wet towel on the floor. That's not a good start. Oh, there we go. So I'll go and put that in the wash machine in a bit. Okay, so I left it's all dry in here, yeah. Left these loveliness out there, all lovely and bright. I'm just using this Canon camera to do this with the Canon microphone rather than a lapel or anything like that. Hello. There I am, look, see? There. So, this is my new shower. You see, that's right up near the ceiling. Because I'm quite tall. There you go. So it's a mirror. It's called a mirror. Anyway, whatever. It's just a shower, but I'm just checking it's dry in here. And then I can close the curtains and this room's done. What I do want to show you, see these? You can get these in coloured, white or clear. These are clear. Can you see them? What they do, right, you stick them on and they're non-slip, whatever they are, non-slip things, because you know a bath or shower can be a bit treacherous at times, can't it really? Here we are dancing. So I bought 2 packs, they come in 24 or 28, I don't know, but I bought 2 packs. And I bought another pack because there's just a few little gaps. There's supposed to be gaps between them, but there's a few bigger gaps, so I want to fill them all up. So I will do that. They'll be here by Tuesday, so I'll have that done Tuesday. And it takes 5 minutes, which is pretty cool. So today is Sunday. I don't have to cook today. I don't have to cook because one of my neighbours, bless them, said, "Do you eat sausages?" So I said, "Yeah." He said, "Just been down the butcher and bought a big bag of sausages," and he threw in 6 extra. He said, "I'll never get through them." He said, "They're really good quality. When you cook them, there's no juice or fat or anything that comes out of them. Do you want them?" I said, "I'd love to, thank you." So I did 2. I was going to do a roast dinner yesterday. I was going to do pork steaks. That's what I was going to do with roast potatoes and parsnips and all the veg. So I thought I'd just do sausages. So I did 3 and 3. So I've got 2 plates full of veg and stuff like that, all loveliness. So that's just got to be warmed up, so I don't even have to cook today. So what will today bring? Well, it's Sunday. What do I need to do today? I'll tell you what, let's go into here for a second. My lazy day, this has been a lazy day really, and it's Sunday, so why not have a bit of a lazy day. Pretty cool, isn't it really? So I just want to show you what I'm doing, then I can talk about the rest of the day. Oh dear, let's put you on there, as long as you don't fall off. So over 3 cups of Slurpee I managed to finish this. Which will be on my eBay at some stage. This piece is on eBay. Well, I think it is anyway, I can't remember the dates, but I think it is. So the only thing that I do have to do today, I have to check my work. I worked all day Thursday, or most of Thursday. I need to check and sign off my work by midnight tonight on Sunday. the work I do is kind of, it's not really up against the time, but there are certain times with certain things. This particular one on Thursday, I had until Sunday to complete it. I did it Thursday, so it was over and done with, but it needs to be signed off, so I just need to just check that I'm happy with everything, sign it off by midnight. I mean, I'll do it in the next half an hour, fire it off, and away it's gone. That's that. So that's really about all I need to do today. The only other thing I need to do, well, I'm going to hoover up and have a little gentle tidy round. Don't need to do a lot. I'll tell you what I will do, because you've never seen this really. I'll show you the lounge in night mode. Come with me. Come with me. This is how lazy I've been. See the lovely sunshine coming in there, look. Beautiful. You see Bodie's biscuits on the floor, can you see that? So that's why I need to hoover up. Well, I need to hoover up everywhere. But Bodie tends to take his food out and spit it on the floor. So here we are. This is night mode in here. Oh, it's warm in here. Sorry about the jerky camera, but so I close these at night and close them at night. Hello, Bode. Look at this cheeky boy. You are Mr. Cheeky today. There we go. So I open up them. Good morning, Big Buddha. And then I open up these. Wow, look at this. What a beautiful, glorious day. It's looking cool. So yeah, that's some light in. Gonna play ball indoors? You're too quick anyway. Yes, that was night mode. And now it's day, so we can get on and live our day. Nice and quiet. I can't hear. No, can't hear a pin drop. Occasionally I can hear my neighbour's telly from that side of the wall, but they're out today, so yeah, there's nobody about. Which is perfect for us, really, just like that. So, because I don't have to cook my dinner, let's just twist that again. When I say twist it, I keep twisting the little dewberry, you know, the little screen. Because I don't have to cook my dinner, I haven't got a lot to do, so I thought I would just hoover up and tidy up, and then we're done, and sign off my work over a Slurpee in the next hour or so. There we go, we've got birds. Birds and boats. Hiya, mate. I will play in a bit. Oh, it's got some heat to that. Oh, okay. I'll roll a fag boat and then play, okay? Is that alright? Okay, so that's what we're doing this morning. We're going to play. Bless him. Yeah, so we're just going to go out and kick the ball around a few times for him, just this morning. Oh, it's beautiful. I don't need a coat on or anything today. It's lovely. February, it's amazing. Yeah, so, as I said, I don't have to cook dinner. All I've got to do is tidy up, sign my work off, and really that is my day. So a day of not a lot. And you'll find that I say that probably every single day of the week. Alright, so that's Sunday. If there's any more, I'll let you know. If not, see you Monday. Cheers, take care, be well. Hello. So we're on the way to the beach. I just thought I'd show you roughly, well not roughly, I thought I'd show you a little bit of the view on the way down to the beach. I think it's absolutely stunning. Lovely. Oh, it's very, very windy out here today. So we're going to be cold at the beach. Okay, we'll see you at the beach. Cheers. Take care. Be well. Hello. Tuesday. No, it's not. Monday. Monday, get the day right. Forgot, didn't I? Yesterday was Sunday, so today must be Monday. So we've gone down the beach. very cold, but it's bright. It's a bright, cheerful looking day, but it's very, very cold. We're not going to spend too long here, I don't think. So here we are. Hello. Welcome to Monday in the life of my week, or whatever I'm going to call it, the week of my life, or a week in the life of Bro, whatever. So yesterday, to finish off Sunday, I had some books and a piece of art to post, so sorted them out, and they need to go to the post office either today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, because it's such a lovely day today. Yesterday evening, I put a CD on in the lounge, cuddled my little dog, and that was it. That was our Sunday. Roast dinner was nice. Unusual because it was sausages, but whatever, it was nice. I did a load of washing as well. Hung that out today, so to start Monday, 7 o'clock, I was hanging out the washing. Yeah, very domesticated. Oh, it's windy and cold. Yeah, so I hung the washing out bright and early, got ready and thought, pop down the beach just for an hour, literally for 1 hour, because it is cold. It's lovely, but it's cold. And it's all togged up. So this is Monday, and I've got to post my art either today or tomorrow. As I say, it'll probably be tomorrow now. So what will happen for the rest of Monday is basically I'm going to go back to the car shortly-ish, have a Slurpee, have a fag, have a little chill out. Might make a quick video in there, might do or might not, if I remember to turn the mic on. And what a fool. And go back home. I need to check my work, see what I've got coming up this week, if I've got any or whatever this week, so I need to do that. That'll be done within an hour of getting home, so we'll see what that brings. If I can start my work today, I will. If not, I'll start it tomorrow, but I can whiz down the post office as well. So that bleeds into Tuesday then, doesn't it, really? So I've got no great plans for today. I hoovered and tidied yesterday. Don't really need to do it today, it's all done. Got to cook a meal tonight and chill out. Okay, see you later. Maybe see you on the real Tuesday. Being as I started this, saying hello Tuesday. I'll see you on the real Tuesday maybe. Cheers, take care and be well. Hello, here we are on Monday evening. Been to the beach today, had some lovely food this evening. It's 9:56 p.m. and we're having a fag and a Slurpee and chilling out, doing not a lot really. This hamlet where I live, it just goes, the noise, well, there's not much noise, but any noise just goes, and it's absolutely silent. I am the noisiest person in my hamlet right now, I bet. It just goes so quiet. It's absolutely lovely. More so in the summer because you can sit outside. This time of year, 5 o'clock, we're in the pitch black, aren't we? So yeah, we've had a good day. I came back, the washing was all dry on the line, so I got that in. Checked my emails. I've got some work, but that's not until tomorrow. I don't really need to do anything much. Just read through it. That was all today. So I know what I'm doing for tomorrow. But first thing tomorrow, actually second thing tomorrow, I've got a book to post and got a piece of art to post. So I should be going to the post office with those. On the way to my shop, because I need to go and get some milk and a few bits really. What else was I going to do? First thing, I had a phone call today. A friend of mine from the village or hamlet she's been in bed really most of last week. I knew she was poorly. I texted her a couple of times. Anyway, good news is she's doing much, much better. And she hopes to meet me in the morning with Bodhi so that he can play with her dog, because they get on great. Got a little girl dog, and obviously Bodhi's a little boy. And they just run around and play and what have you. So we're going to go down to a particular place and just meet for an hour. So that'd be nice. Do that sort of semi-first thing, 8 o'clock-ish maybe. And that means by about 9:30, 9:45, go down the post office and then go shopping. And I'm back here for lunchtime. Gives me all afternoon to do my work then, if I want it, if it takes that long. So that would be good. And that should be complete. My work should be complete tomorrow as well, from what I've read. A couple of little things just to say. Oh yeah, these little black dots. You see 2 or 3 little black dots. I'm sure you will have seen them. I bought some Jollop, which kind of freezes a couple of little moles, and then they turn black. And then after 7 to 10 days, they drop off. And then you got some like serum, and you use that for 10 days, and it makes the skin all lovely and soft. Apparently. So I thought I'd give it a go. The reason I'm making this sort of series of videos is a twofold thing. It was only a one thing, but now it's a twofold thing. The second part of it is I've got Windows 10 and it's a bit of a pain in certain areas. Movie Maker no longer works. You can't get it on there. At the moment I can't play a bloody DVD. I lobbed a DVD in last night to watch. And it said all sorts of nonsense I didn't understand, and I was tired, and I thought, oh well, that's for another day. Oh yeah, is it VLAN or something like that? The one with the little orange and white bollard. It said download that. I downloaded it 5 separate times. Still wouldn't play. Just wouldn't play. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with that. But the second part of it is I've downloaded something called Open... God, I've forgotten what it's called now. Anyway, instead of Movie Maker, I'm now using Open Shell, Open Source, Open something, to put all these clips together. So this series, to me it's a series. Obviously it's the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and maybe a little bit of Saturday, are all going to be stitched together. In Movie Maker, I know what I'm doing because I've only ever used that. So this open thing, I'm now getting to grips with it. I've already made a video this week when we were down the beach, and I put 4 clips, I believe it was. There was, first clip was just a view that I love on my way down there to the coast. Then when we got there, I made a short video. About 20 odd minutes later, another little video. Then I made a video when I was sat in the car. So I put all them together, and that's worked fine. So that's up on YouTube. This is, as I'm making this now, this is Monday evening, so it went up today, this afternoon. So it's a twofold thing. It's to force me to get to grips with that. This new media player, this open something media player, although I don't know how to put titles on. I've also made an art video for this week. I've got 2 pieces to come up. Can't put titles on at the moment, but I'll learn. So the other part of it was going back now sometime, maybe June or July of last year, somebody who comments semi-regular, I suppose, on my videos, a female, said, you seem, well, she said something like, you seem so laid back, I'd love to see a week of your life. And I thought, well, that's impossible for me to do. How would you do a week? If you do a week, it could be a 10-hour video at least, couldn't it? Minimum. But then I thought, no, just make it sort of 5 minutes per day. And then somebody fairly recently said, what's a day in the life of, what does a day in the life of Bri look like, or something like that? And that kind of spurred me on, and I thought, well, yeah, why not do this week then, and see what nonsense I get up to, which ain't a lot, which is absolutely wonderful. So that's the plan for tomorrow, is go and meet my friends, play with Bodhi for a little while, go down the post office, then the shop, and then the afternoon I would probably spend from 1 o'clock to about 4 working. So I've got a day's work basically tomorrow, and then cook an evening meal. I'm just out the lovely warm shower, just out about 10 minutes ago. It was absolutely wonderful. I love having a shower. I love the fact that at any time of the day, any time I can just think, oh, I'll have a shower now, and I'll go and jump in. It's lovely. It doesn't matter whether I can't really shower first thing. I wish I could, because I'd probably prefer to do that, but I ache a lot in the mornings, so I wait until sort of later in the day. Often when we've had a bit of a bimble, midday-ish, I can jump in the shower, and that's lovely. Today I was just doing a number of different things really. You know, I was wrapping my art. I uploaded these videos on this open thing, put all them together, stitched that together. Then I cooked a meal, got the washing in. Yeah, just, you know, the day goes, doesn't it really? I don't know what I do, but it went. And I will be speaking at some stage over the next few days, because again, somebody else, I can't remember who, said about, do I have any either morning or evening routines, or do I meditate at a certain time per day? Well, I don't meditate every day. That's one thing I don't do. 2 or 3 people have said that to me. I don't know whether I give the impression that I meditate every day, because I don't. I probably meditate now 2 times a week, maybe 3. All depends if I need it. I had a bit of a phone call with a friend who's a bit upset about something today, and that's kind of been playing in my head while I was in the shower. I know, actually before then, when I went and had the shower, it's still sort of going around. So I think tonight I'll have either a very short, peaceful, gentle meditation session, if you want to call it that. It won't be a session, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or I have downloaded an album. I can't remember who the artist is, but it's Ram Dass, you know, Ram Dass, who died recently, and it's just him talking, but with this lovely music as well. And I've listened to it for 4 nights in bed. I go to bed and I listen to that, and that's absolutely wonderful. And I found with that, I can either just lay there and concentrate on Ram Dass's voice, or if I want to, I can just play little bits throughout the day. One thing I do have a routine. One thing I do, and I will tell you, I made a video a long time ago saying about your best moment. When you go to bed, just lay down and just think, what was my best moment of the day? Close your eyes and just think, what was my best moment? And you'll find lots of moments, good moments, happy moments, nice moments, memorable moments, things like that. So tonight I will lay in bed and I will definitely think, once I've kind of got rid of this phone call from my friend, I will then think, what was my best moment of the day? I think I already know, and it's this little boy. Actually, he's fast asleep, bless him. But it's just a particular look he gave me when we were down on the sands. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. Take care and be well. Ta-da. Hello. I will check I've turned the mic on. Yeah, we're on. Can't believe I did that the other day. If you haven't seen the other video, I made a 20-minute, or very nearly 20-minute video when I was sat down at the sands. I was sat in the car, made a 20-minute video, finished up with the video. Quite a nice video, I thought. Went to turn the mic off and it was already off. Saved my finger from turning it off, I suppose, but it's not ideal. I've got a bit of a sweat on, just out of the shower, just fresh out of the shower. Today is Tuesday. What's today brought me? Well, okay, so first thing today, I met my friend down at the field, which I said I was going to do. So we walked the dogs, that was nice. Very windy, very blowy, and also bloody cold. But luckily I was wrapped up for winter, so that was fine. So that was first thing. I went shopping, didn't take very long, maybe an hour. I went to the post office, posted a painting and a book. Well, if you want my book, they're on eBay. Somebody asked again, where do I find your book? Okay, they're on eBay. not Amazon. Somebody said they're on Amazon. They're not. They're actually on eBay. Links are in the description. So I had to post a book and a painting, so I did that. Then I went shopping. I bought some belly pork slices. Not this evening, it's Wednesday or Thursday. I'm going to do 2 sort of roast dinners, either Wednesday night and Thursday night, or Thursday night and Friday night. I haven't made up my mind. Actually, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a takeaway tomorrow night, treat myself. Because my art comes up on a Thursday, and because I promote it and all the rest of it, and it takes a little while, not a long time, but it takes a little while. No, I don't know what to do. I would probably have a takeaway tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see on that, won't we, really? But what I'm going to do, I've got some lovely belly pork slices. So I've got roast potatoes, parsnips, various veg and various different things. I roast them in the oven and normally put an onion with them, and they're lovely. So I'll have the same meal twice, but that's fine. So either Wednesday and Thursday or Thursday and Friday, depends on when I decide to have myself a little Chinese. So today's race by, and everything I've done it in double quick time, which is great. Shopping didn't take very long at all. Came back, walked Bodie just briefly, came back, made myself a Slurpee, and he wanted to go out again. So I didn't take him out, but I took him to the back garden and I kicked the ball about for a little while. Did my work, and I finished my work. It's 3:20 p.m. and I finished my work by, well, I was in the shower at about 2:45, 2:55 maybe, something like that. So that's fantastic. That's nice and quick. That's out of the way. That's good. Which now gives me a free evening. This evening, my evening, one of the things I'm going to do, Open Shot it's called. I know I couldn't remember it in the last video. My video editor, my new one, is called Open Shot. It's a free one, so I would recommend it because it's quite easy, I think. However, I don't know how to put writing on there at the moment. So this evening, that's my plan really, is to sort of spend half an hour or an hour with it and fiddle around, play with it, try and see what it can do and things like that really, because at the minute it's a little bit frustrating because it's not bloody Windows Movie Maker or whatever it's called. That's what I've been using. Oh my god, I've been using that so long, so many years now really, and you get so used to using a certain way, a certain format, a certain way of being, you know, and then it's all thrown up in the air. And I've got this Windows 10, don't understand it, can't play my DVDs. That's a bit of a pain at the minute, but I mean, perhaps by the time you get this, that might have been sorted, I don't know. Again, I need to fiddle around and just try and work something out really. Windows 10, apart from that, I think it's pretty good really, Windows 10. I ain't got no great problems with it. So yeah, I'm going to have something to eat and then I'm just going to chill out really this evening. Got a couple of CDs that I'd like to listen to. I was just in there earlier and I was just going through a couple of little bits and bobs, bits of paperwork and different bits and bobs. And there's an album by The Cult, and it's called Love, and it's an amazing album, absolutely amazing. That must be 1985, 85, something like that. Anyway, on my journey to the shop, I had the radio on in the car because I've never listened to the radio really. I never watched television because I don't have one. Never listened to the radio because it's crap and it's all about the news. So anyway, going to the shop and the news was on, and they said that in 2035, yeah, 15 years, isn't it? 2035, they're going to ban diesel cars and petrol cars by that year, so it could be earlier, but I mean, knowing the government, how slow they are. So they're going to ban those cars in favour of some form of other technology. I don't quite know what. I got a feeling we're all going to be on horse and cart and push bikes, penny farthings. So we're just waiting to see on that one. So yeah, my day today, my Tuesday, has gone very, very quickly. As I say, got up and when I met my friend, she's doing well, that's good. Shopping was nice and quick and work was nice and quick. I'm fine, Bodhi's fine, I've had a lovely hot shower. The other thing I got today was my little sticky pads that I showed you that went in the bath. I got another 28 of them, so I've just stuck them randomly. And I did that before I had a bath, purposely. I keep calling it a bath now, don't I? Before I had a shower. And I did that purposely just to see how I'm getting on with it, and it is now much, much better. Much better. I don't slip or slide or anything, so it's wonderful. And I don't have a lot of hair, but I do have a beard, so I condition my beard, and that makes the bath a bit slimy, or can do. So these little pads, they just prevent you from slipping and sliding, so I would recommend them to anybody. Far better than one of those suction things. They get mouldy, they stink, they look bloody revolting, they even feel crap on your feet. So get them, that's my advice. Okay, I hope everybody's well. I will be back. Well, I don't think I'll be back today, will I? Not now. Do you know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to summer. I'm looking forward to spring and summer. I'm getting a bit fed up now of these nights. I can feel the gloom just starting. I'm looking in that because I'm bright enough in there, but when I'm looking out, 3:25, right, and it's just starting to get gloomy. So by 5 o'clock, we call it, this time of year, it's night. 5 o'clock at night. But a few more months, it'll be 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's what I like. I think my best time, I love autumn as everybody knows, but apart from that, my best time here of last year was in the summer. You know, you get those long, long, lazy evenings. Between 8:30 and midnight, somewhere between those times, sat in the garden with a Slurpee, I got my music on, just gently coming out the window, got a fag on the go, and it's absolutely wonderful. And I'm sat there with my tits out, wonderful, actually getting cool. You know, it can get oppressive kind of the summer, and that's what happened this summer really. I got so hot sometimes. Oh, it's going to be amazing, the shower, isn't it? That's going to be, I never thought I can now just, at any stage in the summer, turn my dial down, jump in. Oh my God, that's going to be amazing. Yeah, that's wonderful. So I'm really now looking forward to the spring and the summer. I think I've had enough of winter. I feel a bit fed up of it, really. Just fed up of it. It's kind of, the day is too short now. You know, like I say, 5 o'clock at night. That's bloody ridiculous, but that's what it is. It's 3:27. And I bet within an hour, 4:27, I bet I end up pulling the curtains over because it's so gloomy. I might as well just turn my little lamp on and close the curtains. Anyway, that's my moan of the day. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Take care. Be well. Ta-da! Hello. Well, we are on Wednesday. Now, yesterday was the 4th. I was working. I typed the 4th in several times, probably 5 times, on various forms and things that I was doing. And because I was so busy, I think, doing that, the day didn't register until later in the day. But yesterday, the 4th, was exactly 5 years to the day that my mum died. So I think it's lovely, the healing that you go through. The fact that the day didn't hold a lot of upset or misery or anything else to me, I actually didn't realise until a bit later in the day. So I finished the day yesterday. I did my work and all the rest of it, took Bodhi out and cooked a meal, and in the evening I lit a candle and I just had a little few words with my mum. I said, wherever you are, I hope you're happy, I hope you're well, and all the rest of it, you know. But it was a very gentle, peaceful time. Lovely time, really, you know. Not maudlin, not upsetting, no tears, no nothing really. Yeah, I miss my mum. There's that longing, which is the grief, isn't it? You know, I mean, you're grieving forever. But I didn't realise the day. That was the important thing. I didn't realise the day until somewhere through the day. So that's a good thing as far as I'm concerned, really. So if you are grieving and people say, oh, it gets better, it does. You learn to deal with the emotions, the loss that you're feeling and what have you. It gets a little bit watered down and it gets easier to manage. You just learn to live. That's the truth. You learn to live through grief. So if you're newly grieved, yes, it's very raw, it's very upsetting, it can be all-encompassing, it can be devastating to you, and that's fine, because any emotion, anything you feel is absolutely right. However, the following year, then another year, then another year, and in my case 5 years have gone by, and I feel much, much better, quite happy and quite content. So that's that really. That was Tuesday. So Wednesday, been out and it's sunny but bloody cold, and now we're back and we're having a nice slurpee. So cheers. Don't really know what today is going to hold. Not a lot, I don't suppose. I have made a little video using my new, oh, what is it, shot, isn't it? I keep forgetting the name of this thing. Not power shot, whatever, my media maker. I've done that, and now I've worked out how to put titles on, so that's good. However, I worked it out after I did this little video that was on Ishi Art, just to show you what's coming up this week. I might as well show you them both together. So this is coming up this week on Thursday. I'm going to put this video up, I think, next Monday. So these will be on my eBay and will have been on my eBay for 3 or 4 days. There we go. Yeah, so these are on my eBay. I believe it's the 6th. Is it the 6th? Something like that. There you go. It's got warmer out there. I went out early really, but it's got warmer out there and brighter. It's the blue sky, which looks absolutely lovely. So I think we're going to go again. I just fancy going again, really. You know, I think when you wrapped up, it's lovely. I just need to see more of a bigger sky, really. So today, Wednesday, that's what we're going to do. I think I might walk, because it's slightly further, walk down to the new dog walk, and because I haven't been down there, see what they've done. Apparently they're going to put paths and a bench and stuff like that in. It'd be nice if they've done that, or if they've sort of, if they plan to do it, then I can see their plans perhaps, because what they do, they put these little posts in, and it just gives me an idea of what's going on, and he loves it, bless him, and he comes first in my life as far as I'm concerned. What else? Yeah, I've got nothing else really to tell you. Nothing else. I don't know what I'm going to do today. It's only the morning, you know, so I think we will go out for an hour, come back, and just see what the day's going to bring. I could get my meal prepared, get my meat out, it's in the freezer, could do that, and that'll be Wednesday and Thursday. Or I could have a takeaway tonight. That's what I said yesterday, didn't I? I could have a takeaway. In fact, I think I will. I'll see how I feel later. I might have a takeaway tonight. Treat myself. Okay, so welcome to Wednesday, and we'll be back either later. Probably we'll be back on Thursday. It's only a snippet of my life, isn't it, really? But we just bimble around doing not a bloody lot, drinking Slurpee and smoking copious amounts of fags. Take care and be well. Ta-ra. Closer. He's a good boy. Closer. Come on. Good boy, yeah. You ready? Hello. Blue-ish skies. Nice. So we came out for the second bimble of the day. Just to this little area. Wednesday. God, middle of the week, eh? Middle of the week already. Sun goes, you know. When, I can't remember the name of the lady, come on closer, said I'd like to see a week of your life. I thought, what do I do? Well, not a lot, but here we are, middle of the week. There we go. What a good boy. Okay, be back later on Thursday. Cheers. Nice to see the horses just chilling out. Mr. Solarface. Black and white dog. Hello, good morning. It's Thursday. Let me just adjust this. There we go. Something like that. Better. Yes, it's Thursday and I want to show you, I've been working on this, but I want to show you one thing in particular. Now have a look at this little fella just here. Any cute? You can see him? I think he's really cute. Got a way to go with that one, so I've been working on that. Not today, that was yesterday. To finish off yesterday, finish off Wednesday. We had a lovely Chinese, so that was good. I decided in the end that Wednesday was a takeaway day. Cheers. I'm actually on a break. I'm having a break because I'm working. I'm working literally all day today. Got my work in late last night, managed to read through it just for, I don't know, 20 minutes, something like that. And I'm so glad to have double screens. It makes life easier. A mate of mine, John, suggested it a long time ago, and I don't think I warranted it at the time, but I thought, yeah, good idea. I never really give it much thought. And then when I started doing the work that I do, I thought, my God, this is complicated. What I do, essentially, I suppose it's a kind of an admin for a very, very large company. And this company deals with a lot of care, a lot of mental health issues and things like that. So what I was doing was I'd have their files up and then I'd move their files across so they're very skinny and narrow, and then put mine up. And then like today, for instance, what I'm doing today, I'm reading through just to make sure it's factually correct, because it has to be signed off. So once that is factually correct, that's great. However, I can then put my input as a separate piece that goes over that, and that's my recommendations, my suggestions, and any changes or amendments that I've made, including any links and various different things, really. I know it sounds a bit complex, but it's not that complex, not really. But what I do now, rather than skinny them up on one screen, I have one complete screen. That's their stuff, and then my stuff is over on the right hand side, and I can literally read, I can amend as I'm reading. I can do a search for a particular link that I need on the main computer, all the rest of it. So it's so much easier to have two screens. Thank you, John. Wise man. So that came in late last night. I've been up early today because I really wanted to make a start, because I know it's going to be a little bit or time consuming, we call it, because there's a lot of different bits to this one particular thing that I'm doing. So we've been up early, went to the field. I met my friend, well, a different friend actually, and I haven't seen her, a good few weeks now. She said, oh, and I've missed you, bless her. And I said, yeah, I've been thinking, how have you been? And, you know, how's your sister? Her sister recently went into a care home. She got Alzheimer's. And I know that a few weeks back they moved her sister more local. So that's really good. As you know, we live a bit out in the sticks, so she had to travel like 30, 40 miles. And she's in her 80s, and she's a lovely, lovely woman, but they've moved her sister. Actually, it is more local. It's not massively more local, but it's a couple of roads, and that makes all the difference. So she hasn't got to bother with roundabouts and lights and nonsense like that. So I spent the early-ish part of the evening working on this. There's that little fella again. I just love him. There you go. So yeah, so today will be a work day, simple as that. I will be cooking 2 roast dinners at some stage. I will get the meat out shortly-ish, I suppose, but I'll do that about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I'll have 2 roast dinners, one to eat tonight and then one for the following night, obviously for the Friday night. The only other thing I've got to do today, my art comes up, as you know, at 7 o'clock on a Thursday, so that will be, again, with 2 screens, it's much easier. I have one screen of my eBay, then the other screen I have various places where I advertise my art. Mostly it's on Facebook groups, so I have 6 or 7 of those open, and including Ishi Art and including my own if I decide to put it on my own. I don't put a lot on my personal sort of Facebook. The other thing is, last night I fiddled around again, played with that open shot, because I can now do the title, so I tried to do that again last night, and yes, I can do it, so that's good. That's going to make things easier. However, I can't really see a way of modifying the photo, you know. So you take a photo and I want to, I don't know, zoom in on a particular part, I can't. Or if I want to change the hue, you know, change the colour just slightly, lift it up, or change the brightness or whatever, I can't seem to do that at the moment. But anyway, whatever. So that's another thing we'll try. It's all trial and error. And also last night I installed something called, I believe it's called Blaze, which is a media player to play my DVDs. Installed that, tried a couple of different DVDs, wouldn't have it at all. I've left that on there because I need to try that again today to see if it was my fault. However, this morning, just before I sort of started work and what have you, I downloaded another one called, God, what was that called? Pot player, Pot DVD player, something like that. And put in one of my DVDs and it played instantly, no problem. So I sat there and watched it for about 5 minutes, absolutely no problem. And I can rewind, I can stop, I can eject, all the rest of it. So I took that out, lovely, tried another DVD and it said, Pot doesn't recognise this DVD. And I don't know why, because it's this DVD that I was trying. So it's a proper shop bought one, so why wouldn't it recognise that? No idea, again. I'm getting a little bit fed up with it because I keep trying different things. I'm actually thinking about getting a kind of external DVD player. Even though there's a DVD player on there, I don't think it's working right. So maybe I could cut my losses and buy an external DVD player, literally a plug in and play, you know. So I think that's what we'll do. So that's yeah, Thursday really. So Thursday, as I say, it's just work. I'm having a break now because I'm having a Slurpee. I'm going to have a fag in a minute and I'm going to take my little boy just to the garden. He's asked to go again. So the door's wide open, the window's open. Can you hear the birds? What a wonderful morning. We woke up to a bit of frost this morning, and anywhere I've been, the birds are just chirping away like mad. They're loving it today. Absolutely loving it. So that's nice. Lovely, lovely way of sort of waking up. I said to a mate recently about his wake up routine. You know, he was a bit down and stuff, and we were chatting. And I said, well, talk me through your day. You know, how do you begin your day? He said that nothing really goes right in his life, but I said, well, talk me through your day. And he said, same as everybody. He said, I wake up to the fucking alarm going beep, 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 beep. And I said, well, change it. Change it to music. And he said, I might not hear it. I said, yeah, you might. Try it on a Saturday or Sunday when you're not at work. And I said, set that for 10 or 15 minutes early. And he said, oh yeah, and then you know how negative people can be when they're a little bit down. Oh yeah, and lose another 10 minutes of sleep, that's just about all I need. And I said, go to bed 10 minutes early. It's very simple, isn't it, really, you know. So go to bed half an hour earlier and set your alarm for 10 minutes earlier than normal. And that way you may get 15 or 20 minutes extra sleep, so that's a good thing. But you may also wake up to some nice gentle music rather than beep, 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 beep. I'm not sure I could cope with that either. What an awful way to wake up. You know, and he said he gets in a fluster, he called it, in the mornings, where he just sort of trying to grab things, and he gets, oh, come on, like that, you know, and he's trying to make his coffee, and he's dropped his bloody keys on the floor, and you're trying to rush out the door. And I said, then you're getting up too late. You're getting up far too late, really. You're better off, I think, particularly if you've got to go out to work, I think you're better off getting up slightly earlier, popping the kettle on, opening the back door, stand there, close your eyes, listen to the birds. Just listen to the birds, breathe in. You can say, today is going to be a good day. Yeah, today is going to be a good day. Doesn't matter what it brings, it's still good. At the end of the day, I mean, if you finish the day breathing, then it's a good day, isn't it? If you finish the day alive, many people won't, so that's a good day, surely. So whatever comes in that day, today is a good day. Breathe, close your eyes and breathe. Just take that 5 seconds even in the morning, whatever it may be. You know, and if you watch telly in the morning, stop doing that, because that's very negative and that can drag you down. And also, you've been laid down for 8 hours, now you're going to slump now for another half an hour or whatever. So perhaps on a lovely day, you know, excuse me, have your Slurpee, take it outside. I used to do that a lot. When I lived, first time I lived in Dorset, we had a bench outside, I had a big garden that wasn't overlooked at all. And I found myself doing the same thing every single day. And, yeah, my days, they were okay. There's no problem with them really. But I just wanted to change my days a little bit. And I thought, what do I do in the morning? Because I didn't know really what I did in the morning. So I had to kind of think, what do I do? How do I do it prior to getting in the car to driving to work? And I actually started doing that. I started setting the alarm 20 minutes early, and I would go and make a Slurpee, and I'd take my baccy out, put it on the bench, make my Slurpee, bring that out on the bench, and I would just sit in silence and just listen, just breathe. And it was nice. Sometimes it was a bit chilly and I used to put a coat on. It didn't make any odds. And I did that nearly all of the summer long, right into the autumn time. Absolutely wonderful. And it kind of changed me inside, set me up to have a much better day than I would have normally. So, I mean, whatever you're doing in life, you can chop and change things to suit yourself. Okay, so that's Thursday. I'll be uploading my art tonight. This will be a premiere, I've decided, on Monday, because it's a long one now, isn't it? So a few may stay until the end, we don't know. If anything happens, I'll be back later, but very doubtful. It's just a day of work, uploading my art. That's Thursday, gone and done and dusted really. But so we'll be back Friday. All right, take care and be well. Thanks for staying with me if you did. Cheers. Hello, Friday. Yeah, we made it to Friday. Okay, you remember this, do you remember this little bird I showed you? Well, he's all done and dusted now. There we go. Loves it. Especially him. Magical little bird. Okay, that was finished off this morning, so really chuffed with that, really pleased. Got a different vibe, very peaceful, I think, very gentle. Now, Friday, what's Friday going to bring? Who knows? Who cares? I did 2 roast dinners yesterday, so I've got a roast dinner, which means I don't have to cook, obviously, today, so that's lovely. I made a phone call yesterday to, remember the guy who did my shed roof? Well, he's going to come out tomorrow at noon, Saturday at noon, to have a look at the side of my fencing. I've got a couple of panels that I know are loose. I haven't had much of a look at them, but I've wedged a piece of wood there just to sort of prevent them from falling. He's going to come out at noon, and I understand that sometime tomorrow afternoon we've got a storm coming in that's going to last for the rest of Saturday, all of Sunday and all of Monday, and it's going to bring with it like 50, 60 mile an hour winds. So whatever goes down, if anything, during that time, so be it. But at least they'll be aware. So he's just going to come out and give me a quote, you know, so I know what I'm looking at really. So that's cool. I've said before that I pay really for things because, yeah, the rent's cheap here. The lady is absolutely lovely. So why not look after the property? That's what I think, you know. So to finish off Thursday, what did I do Thursday? I promoted my art, so that was good. Did all that. Actually forgot until 8 o'clock at night. I was just doing a couple of little things. Did all that. Then a friend phoned me up, a traveller, lives in a motorhome, and it was absolutely fantastic to speak to him because he sounded like he's got the sunshine in him. Sometimes he's a bit down. He's had a bit of a bad ride, a bit of a rough ride in life at times. He was on a campsite in Norfolk with me, which is really how we met, you know, so we stayed in contact and what have you, and we've met up just once in a blue moon, just a few times. Great guy. But he moved from there to the South Coast, to a very large area within the South Coast. And I've spoken to him half a dozen times there. He was finding his feet initially when he first moved there. And he was a bit up and a bit down and stuff like that. But how things can change really, because it was lovely. Last night he said, I'm so happy and so content here. I'm going to stay for another year. I said, are you really? Because his plan was to move on and all the rest of it. I said, are you really? And he said, yeah. He said, I'm just so happy. He said, I've got everything that I need around me. Slowly he's made a few friends and he knows a number of people, and just his life, you know, has moved on, which I think is absolutely fantastic. It's funny how things happen in life really, you know. I'm a great believer in giving everything a chance because you just don't know. Just don't know. I mean, he's living in a large sort of town in a big area that he doesn't know or didn't know at all, and just went there, you know, well, why not give that a whirl? And he loves it. He said he's at home. It's funny, isn't it, that little word with the big connotations, home. You know, wherever you end up in life, you know, if you feel happy, if you feel content, if you feel relaxed within that area, around those people, and mostly within yourself, I think home isn't the place, not really. I think home is inside. It's all that bunch of feelings that I've just said, deep inside. If you feel all of those inside, then you are home, no matter where it is. And that's how he's feeling. Oh, he won't get to see this video because it's a too long video, and you know, he has to watch his data and all the rest of it. But I'm just saying really that I'm so pleased. It's lovely when you get a phone call like that and somebody is so buoyant, they're so up, you end up coming up as well, which is great, you know. He spoke about me being here. He said he watched a few videos, not many, but he's watched a few videos, and he said there's been a huge change in you, you know, and all the rest of it. And I feel it, actually, if I'm honest. I really do feel it. I feel fitter and healthier. I'm fatter, but I feel fitter and healthier and more at peace, more relaxed, more content than I think I have for many, many years. It's funny, isn't it? You know, and I do feel at home, but again, that's all that within stuff, deep inside stuff. You know, I feel comfortable, I feel happy, I feel content. I feel all of those lovely things, really. Love the area as well, so that's a bonus. Love the bungalow, that's a bigger bonus. And for me as well, to see Bodhi thrive in an area like this, you know, he knows the various walks, he knows the dogs, he knows the people. And he is happy, he is content. And that builds a contentment within me. If he was unsure of himself, then I don't know how I would feel, but he's not. So that's great. So I'm really, really pleased that my mate has found his sort of sunshine. I'm really, really pleased about that. Okay, so that's going to bring us to a close of this premiere, this long premiere, because tomorrow, I was going to make a little video tomorrow, but by the time I get up and get sorted and you know, fart around, the matey boy's going to be here to measure up and give me a quote and what have you. And I want this to come up on the Monday, premiere Monday. So there's a lot of fiddling around really, because I've done obviously a lot of clips and I only putting together. However, I can now put together clips, so that's good. I can also, as from yesterday, I can adapt my photos. What do they call it? Edit my photos, which is great. I don't do a lot with my photos really, but I mean something like this, because of the blues in it, I don't want it to come out a washed out blue, and I don't want it to be purple. You know, so I might take a photo and it might be like that, so I can straighten it up, or I can darken it slightly, or whatever, you know, or move it into a slightly different position, or just change the focus on it slightly so that you can see it roughly how it is. There we go. So I'm really chuffed with that one. We'll see how that goes. That'll be up on the following Thursday. What will that be? 13th, 14th? Do you reckon? About that. Who knows? Now I've got a big thing here of gold paints. Look at the beautiful richness to it. What a luster. Beautiful. It's a big heavy jar of paint. I got an idea. I won't tell you what it is really, but I got an idea where I'm going to use a quarter of this on a painting. But it's beautiful. It's got such a luster, such a shine. So that's all good. So yeah, that brings us to the end. So if anybody did stay to the end, because this is a long premiere, I really do thank you. Thank you very much indeed. And you will have seen us. What did we do? We started the week, Monday was bimbling. We went to the sea, didn't we? And in the week, I've been down to the field about 5 times. I've been to the new dog walk once, which hasn't changed. I finished a painting. I've started a painting, worked on it and finished it, another one, so that's good. What else did we do? I cooked a few meals, had a takeaway midweek, didn't we? That was lovely. A couple of phone calls from a couple of different friends, which is nice. On the bimbles down the field, there's 2 separate people with dogs who I meet sometimes, and we have a little chinwag for an hour. That's always nice, really nice. Just nice to have a chat. What else did we do? Not a lot. Oh, I'm going to washing out Monday. That was nice. Come back with a sunny and blowy, so the washing was all done. I love that. I don't like doing it in the tumble dryer. I do it if I have to, but if I can hang it out, it's great. So whatever you're doing, thank you very much. Whatever you're doing this weekend, we won't get this now till Monday, but this weekend is going to be a blowy weekend to take care of yourselves. And especially if you're a traveller, if you're living in a van or a bus or a lorry or whatever, you know what to do. Face into the winds, park up the side of a big building or a church or a warehouse or whatever. That's what I used to do. And batten down the hatches, look after yourself. Thank you very much for listening, for watching, if you did. It'd be interesting for me to see the watch figures, because when I do a premiere, on the left hand side it says like 10 people are watching, and then I notice 10 minutes later it might be 12 or 15 people are watching. So it'd be quite interesting to see if 15 people started watching this and there's like 1 watching at the end. Who knows? If you're watching, say hello. In fact, don't say that. Say thank you, bro, take care and be well. Because we're off now, as you can hear my voice, I need a Slurpee. So that's what I'm going to do, is make myself a Slurpee, take the dog out to the garden. I need to have a bit of an Uber, a bit of a tidy day of chilling. Got no work today, which is wonderful. Maybe I might start another piece of art. We'll see. Thank you. Take care. And be well. Ta-ra. Be back soon.